The all-new Citi Strata Elite card has now been officially launched as of Sunday, July 27th, 2025. And this video is your first look into this new card. Let's start with the welcome offer, which is to earn 80,000 bonus points after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months. Is this a good offer? Yes, it is. Is it a great offer that makes your eyes go wide? Definitely not. I personally like to see how much value you can get just from the welcome offer to cover the annual fee on this card, which is $595. So bringing the calculator on the screen here, let's just put these points at 1 cent per point. 80,000 points we'll call $800 minus $595. So we've got a $200 profit margin here just with bonus value minus fee. Contrast that $205 profit to the Citi Strata Premier, the smaller, younger brother if you want to call it that, with a $95 fee and a 60,000 point bonus. We'll call that $600 minus 95. That's a $505 profit. Again, not worrying about any sort of benefits being used. So if you're the type of person who likes simplicity, give me a lot of value and cover my annual fee quickly, the Citi Strata Premier is still a much better bet. However, you may be able to get a 100,000 point offer with the same or similar spend requirement through a Citi banker. So go online, find a Citi branch location near you, drive over there and go talk to somebody, and they may be able to get you access to a 100K offer. To save you a little bit of time and potentially a trip though, I would also call the branch first and ask if they have a 100K offer. If yes, is there a way for them to send you a link over, email or something for you then to apply online without having to go drive anywhere. But of course, these cards are not just about the welcome offers. After all, the Strata Elite is going to allow you to unlock nearly $1,500 in value with all those benefits included. Let's see how that works. It all begins with the reward multipliers. So what we have here is 12 points per dollar on hotels, rental cars, and attractions booked on citytravel.com. I logged into my Citi account, so here's what the dashboard looks like. You can see hotels, flights, cars, and attractions. So 3 out of those 4, not counting flights right now, hotels, cars, attractions, those are 12 points per dollar when you search and book them through this portal. Then 6 points per dollar on all of your spend with air travel through that same portal. Then 6 points per dollar on your restaurant purchases on a very unique thing here called Citi Nights. This is going to be Fridays and Saturdays from 6 p.m. to 6 in the morning Eastern time. If, however, you eat out on a Sunday or even Monday through Thursday on different hours, you then get 3 points per dollar on your restaurant purchases. And then as a base rate, this card gives you 1.5 points. Thoughts on this? The 12 point per dollar category is industry leading for portal bookings. We've seen as high as 10 points per dollar on other cards, but this is actually the best of the best. Assuming the prices within the portal are just as good as the prices on the other card-based portals that earn at 10 or 8 or whatever. And also assuming that the direct prices or through other third-party portals are going to be competitive enough to where earning 12x is still going to be profitable compared to perhaps booking cheaper somewhere else, but also earning fewer points. 6x on airfare is also industry leading through a portal, so good to know. The 6 points per dollar on Citi Nights dining is a pretty cool concept. I like that it is multiple times per month, not just one day or one weekend. Triple on dining elsewhere, not that special. There are other cards that can do better, even some of Citi's own cards like the custom cash for instance. And a base rate of 1.5 points is also quite good compared to the base rate of most cards, which is 1 point per dollar. However, do remember that the Capital One Venture X has a base rate of double miles on all of those purchases. All right, so how do we unlock nearly $1,500 in value? Our value journey here with credits and benefits begins with up to $300 for an annual hotel benefit. Every calendar year, enjoy up to $300 off a hotel stay of 2 nights or more when booked through the Citi travel portal. Again here, assuming the prices are competitive elsewhere, this could be a nice benefit and an easy way to get back $300 of your annual fee. I also like to see here that it is by calendar year. So I'm recording this video in July right now. If you get the card, let's say in July, you'll be able to use this from July to the end of this year, December, And then because it's calendar year, January 1st, it refreshes. So that means in your first year, you'll be able to use this at least twice. So $600 worth of annual hotel credits. And what's potentially really crazy here is for those of you who want to kind of sit on the sidelines for a few months and wait to get this card in like December, let's say mid to late December, you'll be able to use this credit right away for the 1 or 2 weeks you have left of the month. Then January 1st comes around, giving you another $300 credit. And because your anniversary date is not going to be until the following December there, which is when sometime around there you'll have your annual fee post for the second time, you might be able to use the credit a third time in December before you actually got to pay the card's annual fee fully off. And then maybe downgrade or cancel if you no longer find the product to be a good fit for you. And then you have up to $900 of hotel credits. Up next, we have a pretty cool thing here, up to a $200 annual splurge credit. Here's how this one works. Again, every calendar year, earn up to $200 in statement credits on your choice of up to 2 of the following brands. First Dibs, American Airlines with some exclusions that apply, Best Buy, Future Personal Training, and Live Nation, also with some exclusions. Up next, also somewhat of an innovative thing here, up to $200 for an annual Black Lane credit. Every calendar year, that's $200 in statement credits when you book with Black Lane, a premium global chauffeur service. This is issued as up to $100 from January through June, and another $100 July through December. Then we've got a benefit that pretty much everybody is familiar with, Priority Pass Select. So over 1,500 locations now worldwide, they get the equivalent membership fee of $469. What does that mean? Well, on the Priority Pass website, 469, that is their equivalent of the Prestige membership, which means free visits, unlimited for you as the primary cardholder, and normally a guest fee of $35 per guest. However, the Citi Prestige does give you a little bit more as a Priority Pass Select membership versus just regular Priority Pass. So Citi and Priority Pass have selected to also give us 2 free guests. I confirmed that through the Points Guys article here. I'll put a link to this in the bottom description area below the video as well. When you scroll all the way down under the authorized users section, they do say that authorized users will be $75 each, and every authorized user will have access to their own Priority Pass Select membership, including the ability to bring 2 guests. And while we're on the topic of AUs, I'll also add here that AUs will have access to all the travel and shopping protections offered by the card, which we'll cover in a moment. I should also mention that because this card and so many others like it have a lot of benefits to keep track of year to year, having a way to keep your head on straight while you try to manage it all yourself is a huge benefit itself. So today's sponsor, Max Rewards, can definitely help you do that. Max Rewards is an app that allows you to manage your credit cards, rewards, and benefits all in one place. This includes seeing when your bills are due, tracking your sign-up bonuses, monitoring your credit scores, and more. It gives you a great scrollable list of all the transactions you've made across all of your cards, plus it shows you how many rewards you've earned for those transactions. And since we all want to earn as many points, miles, or cash back as possible, the best card feature shows you which of your cards will earn the most amount of rewards on every transaction you make by category or by location. One of the features that I use all the time with Max Rewards at the gold level is the ability to automatically activate all of your Amex, Chase, and other offers that are linked to your card. So if you'd like to try Max Rewards, either the totally free version or the elevated gold tier with even more features, click the link down below in the description to get a 1-week free trial at the gold level, and also a 1-month discount when you use the link or by adding the code MARKR. Now back to the Citi Strata Elite first look. Beyond Priority Pass, there's another unique benefit of this card. American Airlines Admirals Club Lounge Access Passes. Again, we're running on the calendar year. Here, you'll get 4 Admirals Club Citi Strata Elite passes to access nearly 50 Admirals Clubs. There you'll find, of course, an assortment of snacks, cocktails, personal travel assistance, and more. Then pulling some more info in from another article from the Points Guy, this one will also be linked down below. For these 4 passes for the Admirals Club, can you bring a guest? Yes, you definitely can. But the way this works here is you can bring guests for free only if they're under the age of 18. For adults, so 18 and older, each person will use one of the individual day passes. So if you go with 3 other people, all 4 of your passes will be used. Then rounding off the benefits here, we have up to $120 to cover your application fee for global entry or TSA PreCheck, available once every 4 years. As we scroll on out and move down a little bit further for the redemption section here of how to use your points, we have some more interesting options here too, most of which are the same from previous years for other Citi cards. You can redeem for Citi travel, booking flights, hotels, cars, and attractions. Of course, gift cards and cash back. For both of these, travel and cashback, it's typically 1 cent per point. Gift cards may have different values based on the merchant being used, but in general here, 1 cent per point is pretty common for a lot of this stuff. Then we have some newness over on this side. Points transfer. This has been available for a long time, minus one new addition here. Points can now transfer to American Airlines. Hooray! And then a bunch of the others as well. So that's an amazing, I guess, partnership / innovation here that has been much longed for from people for so long. But this is not just unique to the Citi Strata Elite. For all of you out there who have the older Citi Prestige card, you also now have access to transfer partners to AA. This is all on a 1-to-1 basis. So 1,000 Citi thank you points equals 1,000 AA or Advantage miles. Furthermore, the Citi Strata Premier, the $95 card, also has access to AA and the full list of transfer partners as well. I currently have the Premier myself, so I logged in and went to the transfer partners page, and AA is now right there at the very top, showing 1-to-1. Then there's also shop with points during checkout. I don't recommend this. It's almost always less than 1 cent per point, and it's cutting the value of your rewards majorly. Coming on down to our last part about this card here, we have some additional partnerships and access privileges. First with Death & Company, allowing you to enjoy bespoke content and tutorials from Death & Company, one of the most influential cocktail institutions of the modern era. Then there's Citi Entertainment here. Let's flip that card over. That is going to be access to entertainment programs with the likes of special access to purchase tickets to thousands of events, including pre-sale tickets and exclusive experiences to the year's most anticipated concerts, sporting events, arts, and culture experiences. And third, but far from least, the Reserve by Citi Travel, a collection of participating hotels on cititravel.com offering on-property credits, including daily and complimentary breakfast for 2, free Wi-Fi, a $100 experience credit, which may vary by property, and other benefits may be available too, like early check-in, late checkout, room upgrades, etc. Finally, for all my viewers out there with a Citi Gold relationship, you'll be able to receive a $145 banking relationship annual credit, basically off your annual fee, if you as the primary card member has an open and current Citi Strata Elite card account with an assessed membership fee of $5.95. Then one tier beyond that, if you've got a super banking relationship and you are a private client, then you will receive a $595 first year banking relationship credit. Translation, you'll pay $0 for the Strata Elite in your first year, plus a $145 credit each year after the first year. And finally, for travel and shopping protection, there is going to be here trip delay protection, enhanced trip cancellation and interruption protection, lost or damaged luggage insurance, master rental coverage, and extended warranty and purchase assurance plus. You'll see that little superscript right there with a number 2. If you click on that, you'll have a nice pop-up here that shows you all of the additional card information here. So if you just scroll through this type of stuff, you'll eventually get down to even things like Citi Nights, Citi Travel, all the things that may or may not qualify, all the fine print about the $300 hotel credit, eligibility requirements, the annual splurge, and all the terms are right here. I'll of course be doing a full in-depth review of this card at some point, but this one as a first look is meant to show you the broader landscape of the card, all the stuff you get without all the tiny little details. We'll save all that for the in-depth review coming soon. Fully wrapping up this video here, there are no foreign transaction fees. All of these drop downs right here are pretty much useless to read. It's all the stuff that almost every other travel card on the market has, so you can look at them if you want, but you won't be having any wow factor with this stuff. And now that we've gone through all that, I've got to say I really like the innovative aspects of the card, mainly the tighter relationship with American Airlines with those Admirals Club passes, also one-to-one transfers to the program, plus that annual splurge credit with some good options to choose from that are not going to be super niche use cases that no one will use. So Live Nation, American Airlines, that's great. The hotel credit through the portal, provided the prices are competitive enough to justify using it, should be pretty simple and straightforward. And of course, the Black Lane partnership is kind of unique and cool as well, but likely not going to be relevant to a lot of people. So what do I think about our first look here together? Well, it's a good card and great in some areas for the right people, but broadly as a general premium travel card for the masses, probably not. The reward multipliers are a big problem for me personally, because this card seems to be geared to people who spend a lot of cash, meaning swiping their card to pay for flights and hotels and attractions and stuff like that. If you spend thousands a year on travel normally, then putting them through the Citi portal to earn 6 or 12 points per dollar and all that is a huge way to rack up points fast. But if you're like me personally, you spend maybe a few $100 here and there occasionally, maybe you splurge once or twice on a couple grand, but usually you're redeeming points and miles that you've earned from groceries and restaurants and retail and stuff at home. For us point maximizers, we earn most of our stuff while not traveling so that when we do plan a trip, we can redeem a lot more rewards to save hundreds or thousands and not have to pay with cash. For that reason, I personally view a Citi trifecta without the Strata Elite to be a much better setup for most people. For example here, the Citi Strata Premier, Citi Custom Cash, and Citi Double Cash. All three of these work together. They all earn thank you points. The Strata Premier still has 10 point per dollar multipliers through the portal, triple outside the portal on flights and hotels, also triple on restaurants, supermarkets, gas, and EV charging. Then that custom cash comes into play with 5 points per dollar on a category that you select from pre-selected options, many of which are useful for your day-to-day life. It includes home improvement stores, fitness clubs, streaming, live entertainment. There's a lot of great stuff here. And then the double cash earns 2% or 2 points per dollar on all of your purchases. One when you make the purchase and one when you pay your bill. All three of those cards together have a total annual fee of still $95. And don't forget the also newly released Citi Strata card here with a $30K bonus, $0 annual fee, and also a pretty compelling reward structure here with a triple point self-select choice category as well, plus built-in multipliers for supermarkets and transit plus gas and EV charging. So my first look conclusion here with all of you is that this card, the Citi Strata Elite, is great for people who spend a lot of money on travel, want some elevated VIP perks, and have close ties with American Airlines / the One World Alliance. That's a wrap for the first look at the Citi Strata Premier. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, what you like most, what you don't like most, and do you see this card as something that you would want to get for just 1 year, or do you want to keep it in your wallet year after year? Let's start a fun conversation about it. Before you all go, be sure to check out the links down below in the description area to some other posts and news articles about the Citi Strata Elite if you want to learn more. I also have links to sign up for Rakuten, which is a great shopping portal to earn more cash back when you shop online. You can even switch your reward preference over to earn Amex points if you prefer those for travel. There's also another link down there to sign up for my totally free offer alerts, keeping you in the know when great offers become available and before they expire, and to sign up for Matt's Rewards to better manage your credit cards and all your benefits in one place. I'll see you all in the next video.